Whoa, it is a gorgeous day. It looks like an insect with like its baby clinging to the back like a spider. Not only is it a great day because of the weather, but we have some amazing Corvette ZR1 news to share. I'm wearing shorts and a fucking t-shirt. It is great. But I know that in the past couple of videos where I talked about the ZR1, I didn't seem that excited, but as the time is fast approaching to actually get one on the channel, I'm becoming more and more happy about it, and I really can't wait to share with you guys the details of exactly what's going on. So let's get the GoPro mount, and we'll do a little in-car vlog like we used to do way back in the day on the channel if you've been with us for a long time. Before we get going, though, we do in fact have ugly Christmas sweaters available at InChainDesigns.com. This is, of course, the Dirty Max one. We have McLaren ones, Corvette ones, Mustang, Challenger, anything you want. And again, they are available on the website. Check it out. All right, folks, so the good news is that the 2019 Corvette ZR1 order guide is up on the Chevrolet Build website. So not to the public, but like your Chevrolet dealership can go in there, and if they want to order if they have allocations for a 2019 Corvette, they can go in there and select ZR1. Now, not every dealership is going to have a ZR1 allocation, but if your dealership has that, they can order one. The bad news is the order still is not, you can't push it through. Like, the factory is not going to accept the order. Like, if you build a Grand Sport, a 2019 Grand Sport, you can submit that to the factory right away, and they're going to start building it. With the ZR1, you can build it, you can spec it out, but you can't actually submit it to the factory. But that doesn't really matter. The point is we're very close, and I've been waiting a long time. Someone is up on a ladder in the trees. That doesn't look very safe for Christmas lights. But the point is that we're getting really close, and I've been waiting a long time. I know that you guys have too. I've been making videos about this ZR1 for the past year, so I'm really chomping at the bit, but I am going to continue to be patient. Anyway, so the order guide is open. Matt Beaver called me last night about 8 o'clock and said, hey man, I see this is in the system. Let's get it rolling. And I was like, fuck, I'm ready. So I spec'd out my ZR1. I have my order number, which I am going to share with you, provided I have my phone. So anybody at GM in a high-level position that can help me, if you are watching, my order number is VTK-R38. Now, if you are, again, that is VTK-R38. Make sure that's right, VTK-R38. That is my order number, so hopefully mine gets built like first. And I'm thinking if, or at least really early. Obviously, I'm not gonna be built before like Jay Leno's car, but you know, it should be up there. And I'm a guy who, you know, I got a decent little following here going on YouTube. I am gonna drive the shit out of the car. I have 2,000 miles almost on my McLaren in like 3 weeks in the middle of winter in Pennsylvania. So I'm a guy who's really gonna promote your product and do lots of fun, crazy stuff with it. I've had so many people tell me they've bought a Corvette because of me, but enough about talking about how great I am for GM. I just wanna make the point that if somebody is watching and can get my build pushed through early, I would love it and appreciate it, but I'm not anyone special, that's for sure, so we'll see. But let's say I am one of the early ones, and regardless, I should be, because I'm ordering one first. I've been on the list since the first spy photos came out like 2 years ago. I went to a dealer and I was like, hey, I want to be on the list for a ZR1. I don't care if it's mid-engined, I don't care if it's the C7 platform, whatever it is, I want it. I'm the Corvette collector, I gotta get one. But I'm not gonna lie, it would be pretty badass to be like the first one to get one on YouTube, like the actual first, and the first one to modify one and race one, both on the strip and in Mexico. So that would be great, but again, I don't think it's going to happen. So moving on from that, I'm not gonna reveal everything that I ordered, of course, because where's the fun in that, but I will tell you some things. So my car, I know if you caught the vlog from like 2 days ago, I talked about how my ZR1 is going to be a 1ZR ZR1. Now, when you get a Z06, there's 3 trim levels. You can get the 1LZ, the 2LZ, or the 3LZ, or the Atom LZ. And 1 to 3 is exactly what you would expect. 1 is like really cheap, and you don't get like the heated seats and that stuff. And then 3 is everything, and you can spec out everything on your car. So for the ZR1, I don't really care about like the options, the customization options like that. Like, I'd like the Alcantara, which I can still get with the 1ZR, and I don't care about the interior colors. I'm only gonna get black anyway, and I don't care about the heated seats. So I was going to get the 1ZR ZR1 to keep the price down. But I found out that the design package that I want, the overall design package, which has to do with things like color and brake caliper color and that stuff, I found out the only way I can get that is with a 3ZR. So guess who's now getting a 3ZR ZR1? This guy, and I'm paying a lot of extra money for it, but it's gonna be worth it when you see my spec. And the spec is fucking incredible, and I can't wait to show it to you guys. So I'm sure you can guess what color it is and everything, but even if you know what's coming, I think that when you actually see it in person, people are going to be blown away. I know that, like, seeing pictures of it, I'm pretty pumped. So I can only imagine how insane it's going to be when you actually see the car in front of you. Now, as we know, there are a few different aero options with the ZR1. You can get a little wang or a big wang. Of course, I'm going to get the big wang. I'm not sure why anyone would get the little wang. Why? First of all, why would you want a little wang? Second of all, if you're going to get a wingless ZR1, why not just get a Z06? Clearly, you're not serious about having a track car, which the ZR1 is. And I know that like Chevrolet still wants to pander to like the old guys who don't want a wing, they just want the top model Corvette. I get it, but for me, if you're getting the ZR1, just go all out. It's like if I was gonna get an ACR and then I was like, well, I want an ACR, but I don't want the wing. Well, then what the fuck is the point? Or like a Porsche GT3 RS, but I don't want the aero stuff. Then why not just get the other version? Let me see what other details I can talk about as far as the car goes. It has, if you don't know, it has 755 horsepower and 715 pound-feet of torque. The car is a little bit heavier than the Z06. Now, originally, when the Car and Driver article leaked, I thought it was going to be 160 pounds heavier, and I was like, what the fuck, 160 pounds? Which, after driving the McLaren, which weighs about 2,900 pounds, and I know people don't want me to turn into this, like, elitist prick, like, oh, European cars are just so much better engineered. I know nobody wants to hear that shit, but after driving this, like, you really do understand what people are talking about when they say, like, this car is crazy to drive, because it is. So the Corvette, and it's only for the Corvette's benefit. If the Corvette was lighter, it'd be a way better car. So I don't think complaining about that is necessarily wrong. I think that GM knows that, and I think that that's why the next Corvette may very well be mid-engine. That's going to really help to shave off the weight. So back to the point, the car is not going to be 160 pounds heavier. It's only going to be like 40 or 60 pounds heavier, which is still, it kind of sucks, but if I went on a really good diet, I could, you know, most likely shave off that weight. It's going to have crazy aero. Hopefully the sun isn't too bad on the camera there. It's going to have crazy aero, as we know. Like I said, I'm getting the most aggressive aero package, the ZTK. I think it's the ZTK setup there on the car as far as the spec sheet goes. And what else is there? The brakes are a little bit different than the Z06, so it comes with, I think they all come with carbon ceramics, but even if it doesn't, like, that's what I mean, I have the most aggressive track package, which comes with them, so carbon ceramics with painted brake calipers to match the car, I can say that. And because I am getting the 3ZR package, I'm getting the good stuff, like that all the old men love, like the floor mats with the matching ZR1 logo, the color matched stitching on the seats and all that, the carbon fiber on the interior, stuff that I love. I wouldn't necessarily spend my money on it if I had the choice, but I didn't have the choice because, again, with the total color options I wanted, I had to buy that options group. So fuck me, but at least I get the cool stuff. Oh, and of course the wheels are going to be black. WRX there with green brake calipers. That's about all I can think of as far as the spec sheet goes, but just know that I have my ZR1 ready to go. It's built, custom tailored to me, and as soon as the factory accepts the order, she'll be getting built. Ah, damn, the Dirty Max looks really good as well, which plenty of truck content coming as soon as the snow starts, like I've said. And to touch on that for a second, I know that my channel recently has been all McLaren. And I didn't mean for it to be like that, but people keep asking, Mike, where's the Corvette content? Well, the C5 over here is done. I bought this as a project car, kind of to have a low horsepower stick shift car for the call-out event. And we beat Jimbo at the call-out event. And then, of course, for the Jimbo rematch, where we beat him again. So the Corvette is undefeated, much like the McDonald's over here. And that's basically it. So now that I'm giving away the car, I don't want to drive it and ruin it. And I don't want potentially something to break or the whole car blows up or whatever. So this project is pretty much done, and you guys got to see a pretty cool progression in like 2 months, totally stocked where it's at now. And we will start a new project here soon, but that's why I'm not driving the C5. And the C7 is really frustrating because people say, you know, what happened to the Z06? Like, when are we gonna see that? Well, guys, it's in the fucking shop, so there's only so much I can do. I know that everyone wants to see it, but if you want a crazy high horsepower car that's going to be fun to watch, you gotta wait. Good things come to those who wait. So I know that people are itching for the Z06 content. It's with DFR right now, Diablo Formula Racing. They are working on it. You guys can see in the last build update. If you haven't seen that video, check it out. But there is a lot of progress being made on the car, so it's gonna be ready soon, but we're doing a lot to it, so it is going to take a while. So it's not exactly as if I'm choosing not to make Corvette content. It's that at the moment, I really can't. But I will again soon, so I hope that you enjoyed this upload. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. If you are stopping in for the first time, please subscribe. Take care. Have a great day.